Oh, yes, Mr. Rogers. You know it's a good day in the neighborhood when you can come home with an armful of records. So it started on Facebook. Well, before I get into the story, in the background is Block Party's new album, The Next Wave Sessions. I am big into Block Party, and I'm looking forward to getting them on vinyl one day. I need to put them on my wish list for my birthday, which is coming up. So, yeah. So, again, that's Block Party, The Next Wave Sessions, released just today. And I'm actually not listening to it on vinyl, obviously. I'm listening to it on mog.com. So, alright. That being said, let's get started. As I started to say, it started on Facebook. I follow, or what's the terminology? I get the terminology of these different social websites mixed up. Follow is Twitter. Fan, I guess, is the proper term. Or like. I'll use that. I like the local, one of the local animal shelters here in Riverside, Mary S. Roberts Pet Adoption Center. And so I follow them on Facebook. Wrong terminology again. Anyway. Yeah. So they put up a post because to help fund their operations, they actually have a thrift store. And I've actually shown vinyl finds from there before. So, but the good news is, getting into the groove there. Anyway, the good news is, on Facebook they posted that they were having a half price sale. So I went in and their selection has grown. It's still a lot of lower quality stuff in general, but you can still find some good stuff once in a while. So it's worth going there maybe every 3 or 4 months. It seems like. Yeah. So I got a bunch of records, and when I took them up to the counter, she said, "I think those are already on sale." So which the normal price is $2, they were already on sale for $1 each. And then I guess the additional half price sale counted it as well. So 50 cents a pop, and yeah, you can't beat that. Yeah, the phone's ringing, but who cares, Alright, so, first of all, I picked up a couple of 45s. I'm not big into 45s, but if I see some good ones, I'll pick them up. So, the first one I actually picked up for my wife. She's a huge fan of Frog and Toad. So we have Frog and Toad together. Little 45 there. So there's that one. And this one I was pretty excited about. It's in good condition, actually. In Excess, Need You Tonight. Atlantic. And that one is backed with I'm Coming Home. Interesting. I don't know that I've heard that one, but it's a B-side. Alright. That was it for 45s. Again, I'm very picky when it comes to those, and they follow the same standards that I hold the LPs to. Very minor scratches. Dirt I don't mind, because I can wash that off, but anyway. Alright, so let's get into the LPs here. I'm liking this album. I haven't heard it before, so this is my very first listen of it. Block Party, The Next Wave Sessions. Not to sound like a commercial, but anyway. Alright, so this one I picked up mostly because it's in very, very good condition. I don't know. I'll give it a listen, but chances are, you know, it'll be one that I would be willing to give up. So if anyone has any interest in this, maybe we can consider a trade, or maybe even a VCLT, we don't know. I'd like to get on that train. Alright, so this is Alabama, Roll On. Really good condition. The vinyl in particular is really, really, really clean. I don't even know that I need to clean that one. So that's that. I've purchased one other album by Burl Ives, and I always knew I loved his voice, but after buying that album, I discovered I really, really love his voice. So I decided to get another one. Has the pipe going. That's awesome. I love these pictures, man. Oh, he's so cool. And yet he has probably the most distinctive voice I've ever heard in my life. This one kind of follows along the vein of my last vinyl finds. I was trying to beef up my classical records, and this one's pretty awesome. I mean, you know, I'll mention I'm vegetarian, so I love animals, and this one is the Model Animals Suite for Orchestra. Saint-Saëns, Carnival of the Animals by Georges Pretre. I don't know French, but there you have it. So that should be interesting. And another theme I was talking about in the last video was Latin sounds. So, and I think I have another album by them, if I'm not mistaken. Baja Marimba Band, Watch Out. Now, these next four records are kind of a theme of their own. It just happened that I picked out 4 comedy records, really. Yeah, so the first one, I did not recognize his name, but when I saw the song title, I was like, whoa, that's my childhood. So it's Rolf Harris, the original Tie Me Kangaroo Down Sport. And Sunrise, I haven't heard of that one, but Tie Me Kangaroo Down Sport. Oh, I want to say they used to play that. There was a radio show years and years and years ago called Dr. Demento, and I think that was one of the songs that they would play on there. And then plus we had an 8-track of songs, I guess intended for children, but they were like, you know, kind of popular songs. Like Tie Me Kangaroo Down Sport. I think they had Purple People Eater on there, and oh, okay, the music is so good. That song just stopped abruptly. It distracted me. Purple People Eater, and some of those other like 50s, 60s kind of comedy songs. This is 63, so so I was pretty excited to find that, and look at his face. VCLT? I mean, not VCLT, one of those, what do you call those, where you make it your face? I don't know why I said VCLT. I had VCLT on the brain, actually. I'm hoping to work on one, if I can get a go-ahead from the recipient. Yeah, but anyway, much too long on this particular episode, but it just brought back childhood memories. Okay. Best stand-up comedian ever, and I have like one or two of his albums, but absolute best stand-up comedian ever, Bill Cosby, and this particular one is Wonderfulness. I absolutely love him. I mean, look at that. The faces he makes, and plus this belonged to Bob and Jean. He's on one of those little old school go-karts. Oh man, yeah, I gotta love that. Now this one, this is just one of those off-the-wall records that you just have to get, because you'll probably never see anything like it ever again in your life. I just don't know. Alright. It is The Garbage Collector in Beverly Hills and Other Work Songs for the Odd Job Holder. Look at the picture. You have like a butler dumping trash into the back of the garbage truck. Or no, I guess he's the trash man, but he's a very fancy dressed. Well, I guess it's supposed to be Beverly Hills, so I get it now. It took a moment. It has songs like, well, The Garbage Collector in Beverly Hills, Hawaiian Worm Raiser, Marriage Counselor in a Turkish Harem, Russian TV Performer, Cab Driver in Venice, Prison Interior Decorator, let's see, Rock and Roll Vocal Coach, Department Store Santa Claus, Cop in a Nudist Colony, German Car Designers. Oh man, I could not pass this up. I even accepted some minor scratches on it because I had to have this. All right, so here's another group, shall we say, or ensemble that I just blindly bought one of their records before, and I absolutely loved it. I totally compare them, and I think it's a decent comparison to Monty Python. That is the Firesign Theater, and I don't remember his name, but there's someone in the vinyl community. I'm like so horrible with names. I want to say, I could be completely wrong on this, but I want to say it's the guy that has a farm. That's, I'm sorry, I'm horrible with names. I should research these things before starting these videos, but he I believe it was him. He really educated me on Firesign Theater, and kind of he linked to one of his videos where he was going through some of those. A lot of their albums actually, and saying which ones were good and which were bad. But I'm kind of like, if I can pick it up for 50 cents or $1 or even $2, I'm gonna get it. I love them. So good. So that's the Firesign Theater. I think we're all bozos on this bus. Oh man. Alright, so I guess I have a little Chicago collection going. I picked up a couple more, and I'm horrible with Chicago albums. Like, I have no idea when they're from. But here we have this one. I suspect this might be, going more into the 80s. I could be entirely wrong. And it's funny because the copyright doesn't have a date. Or actually, no, it doesn't even have a copyright on it. And I even checked on the records themselves. No, No copyright. So, but it has songs like Moving In, The Road, Home for the People in the Country, Make Me Smile, So Much to Say, So Much to Give, Anxiety's Moment, West Virginia, Fantasies, Color My World, To Be Free, Now More Than Ever. Again, I should probably research the records a little so I can sound like I know what I'm talking about. But if you know, definitely. Well, interesting. Now I don't know if this is. I don't know if this is actually true, but down here I just noticed it says January 1970. So. Oh, it has 25 or 64. That's a good one. Yeah, but yeah, it's a double LP album. Shoot, if it's from 1970, it's probably really good. So there's that one, and then this one, and that's pretty cool. Chico. This one is from 1976, so I'm working my way back a little bit with this one, definitely. So it should have some of their, getting into their better stuff. Once or Twice, You Are on My Mind, Skin Tight, If You Leave Me Now, Together Again, Another Rainy Day in New York City, Mama Mama, Scrapbook, Gently I'll Wake You, You Get It Up, and Hope for Love. I realized just now, I don't know if the previous... Let me check something with this music here real quick. Oh, okay, it's on to the next album now. Wow, that must have been an EP we were listening to. Yeah, because it's playing Block Party... What album is that? I want to say it's Silent Alarm. Anyway. Yeah. So we're on to more... that's one thing on mogs.com, when you're listening to something and it ends, it just goes on to like the next album, basically by that artist. So, which I kind of like. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So this was 1976. 1976. So I'm glad to be getting their earlier stuff. Then we have You Don't Mess Around with Gin by Jim Croce. Has songs New York's Not My Home, Hard Time Losing Man, Photographs and Memories, Walking Back to Georgia, Time in a Bottle, of course, yeah. I'm not like completely educated on his music, but obviously, I mean, Time in a Bottle, that's a classic. Last couple here, we have Cat Stevens' Greatest Hits. So it has Wild World, Oh Very Young, Can't Keep It In, Hard-Headed Woman, Moonshadow, Two Fine People, Peace Train, Ready, Father and Son, Sitting, Morning Has Broken, and Another Saturday Night. And it looks like the albums range from 1970 to about 1975. Yeah. And the last one, UB40, Rat in the Kitchen. I mean, you can't pass up UB40. Or maybe you can, I don't know. I guess it depends on your taste, but... Anyway, that's it. So I got all those. Well, I spent less than $9 because I got a a game, like a tabletop game or a board game or a dice game. That's what it is, a dice game. I picked up a dice game for $1, and so the total was like $9 and change. So basically, $8 for that many records. Yeah, exciting stuff. And let's just end this shot with my good friend Burl Ives. Back when smoking was cool. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.